Hi folks, today I'll be discussing the ways that epilepsy can be treated. This is just going to be a high-level overview of the different categories of epilepsy treatment options. I'll discuss more in greater detail in upcoming knowledge nuggets. To begin, it's important to understand that epilepsy is frequently best treated using a combination of multiple different treatment options. This might include a combination of medication alone or medication plus something else. It's important to know, though, that multiple safe treatment strategies do exist, and you simply don't have to settle for seizures. All right, let's dive in. Medication has historically been and remains the primary first-line treatment option for epilepsy. There are over 40 currently approved seizure medications available for use in controlling seizures in the United States. Medications that work similarly to each other can be grouped together into a class. In medicalese, we call this based on their mechanism of action being similar. If you respond well to one class, you might not respond as well to another class. We're beginning to understand that this is likely related to the underlying genetics of epilepsy, but this is still very much an area of active research. Patients can frequently obtain the best seizure control using a combination of medication from different classes. Our understanding of the use of medication for epilepsy was informed by a landmark trial published in the New England Journal of Medicine in 1990 by Drs. Kwan and Brody. This paper highlighted 525 patients undergoing medical management of epilepsy, followed over 13 years. Within the 525 included patients, 470 were receiving medication for the first time for control of their seizures. Interestingly, 50% of patients starting a new medication for the first time for seizure control were able to obtain complete seizure freedom following just a single medication in 50% of patients. Another 13% of patients were able to achieve complete seizure freedom using a combination of 2 or 3 seizure medications. However, less than 3% of individuals on more than 3 medications were able to achieve and maintain complete seizure freedom with medication alone. Notably, there was no difference between older medications that have been around for many years and the newer medications, which had only become available more recently. For patients who continue to have seizures despite using 2 or more medications together, there are available alternative safe treatment options that are more likely to get better control of your seizures than continuing to add additional or different medications. These alternative treatment options include safe surgical options as well as diet therapy. Which of these second-line options will be best will vary for different people, but the key message here is that alternative options do exist and you don't have to accept poorly controlled seizures on medication alone. It's important to discuss these different options with your neurologist and how they might fit into the overall treatment strategy for your epilepsy. We will discuss more about each of these options in greater detail in upcoming knowledge nuggets, but hopefully this served as a brief introduction to how epilepsy is treated. Additional information and resources are available at epilepsyacademy.com. Please feel free to leave a like or a comment and subscribe to be notified when new content is posted.